You press the power button on your Dell PC, nothing happens. The screen stays black, the fans don't spin up, and there's not even a flicker of light from the case. It's as if your computer has simply decided to take the day off, leaving you staring at a lifeless box. No fans, no lights, just silence. It's a frustrating moment, especially if you rely on your PC for work, school, or gaming. You might even try pressing the button a few more times hoping for a miracle, but still, nothing. Maybe you caught a whiff of burnt plastic or heard a sudden pop before everything went dark. That unmistakable smell or sound can make your heart sink, as you wonder what just happened inside your machine, but don't panic. Your whole computer probably isn't dead. In most cases, the problem is isolated to a single component and your valuable files and hardware are likely safe. The most likely culprit, the power supply unit or PSU. This small but mighty box is responsible for delivering power to every part of your computer. The PSU is the heart of your PC, converting the high-voltage AC power from your wall outlet into the precise, low-voltage DC power your motherboard, CPU, graphics card, and drives need to function. Without it, nothing else can work. When it fails, your system won't turn on at all, or you might experience random shutdowns, unexpected reboots, or even a burning smell. Sometimes the computer might start for a split second and then immediately power off. Sometimes you'll see no lights or hear odd noises like whining, buzzing, or clicking coming from the power supply. These are all warning signs that your PSU could be on its last legs. A dead PSU is one of the most common PC failures, especially in older systems or computers that have been running for years without a break. Over time, heat and dust can wear down the internal components, making failure more likely. The good news? It's also one of the easiest parts to replace. With a few basic tools and a little patience, you can swap out a faulty PSU and bring your PC back to life, often in under an hour. Ignoring PSU issues can risk damaging other, more expensive parts like your motherboard, graphics card, or storage drives. A failing power supply can send erratic voltages through your system, causing permanent harm. So if your PC is unresponsive, smells burnt, or shuts down randomly, the PSU is your prime suspect. Don't ignore these warning signs. Acting quickly can save you time, money, and frustration. Don't rush to replace the whole computer. Let's see if it's just the power supply. Replacing the PSU is often all it takes to get your system running like new again. In this video, we'll show you how to diagnose, replace, and revive your Dell PC. Whether you're a beginner or a seasoned techie, you'll learn the steps to safely troubleshoot and fix your power supply. Let's get started. Before you rush out to buy a new power supply unit, let's make absolutely sure the PSU is really the culprit behind your PC troubles. Many issues can look like a bad PSU, but could actually be caused by something else entirely. Taking a few minutes to confirm the problem can save you money, time, and frustration. Start by unplugging your PC from the wall. Carefully sniff near the PSU vent. If you notice a sharp, acrid smell like burnt electronics or melted plastic, that's a strong clue your power supply has failed. Sometimes you might even see a bit of smoke or notice the smell lingers in the room. Next, check the basics. Inspect the power cable for any visible damage, and try plugging your PC into a different wall socket. Swap in a different power cord if you have one handy. This helps rule out simple external issues like a faulty cable or a dead outlet, which are surprisingly common. Now open up your PC case and take a close look at the PSU itself. Look for obvious signs of trouble: black soot, melted plastic, or bulging or leaking capacitors. These are all red flags that your power supply has suffered internal damage. If you spot any visible damage like scorch marks or burned components, it's definitely time for a replacement. Don't try to power it on. Damaged PSUs can be dangerous. If everything looks normal but your PC still won't start, try the paperclip test. Unplug all PSU cables from your components. Then, on the 24-pin connector, bridge the green wire and any black wire using a paperclip. Plug the PSU back in and flip the switch. This test helps you see if the PSU can power on by itself, without the rest of the system. Watch the PSU fan closely. If it doesn't spin up at all, your power supply is most likely dead and needs to be replaced. If the fan spins, the PSU might still be working, but further testing is needed. If you're not comfortable performing the paperclip test, don't risk it. Your safety comes first. It's always okay to ask a professional for help if you're unsure. After all these checks, if your PC still refuses to power on, it's almost certain that your PSU is the issue. Don't overlook the importance of a thorough diagnosis. Taking the time to diagnose the problem properly can save you from buying unnecessary parts and help you fix your PC faster. Always double-check before making a purchase. Once you're confident the PSU is at fault, you can start looking for a suitable replacement. Make sure to choose one that matches your PC's requirements. Now that you've confirmed the problem, let's move on to choosing the right PSU for your Dell. Ready to get started? Not all power supplies are created equal, especially when it comes to Dell PCs. While many computers use standard power supplies, Dell often designs their systems with unique requirements in mind. This means you can't just grab any PSU off the shelf and expect it to work. Using the wrong type can lead to compatibility issues or even damage your system. Dell frequently uses proprietary shapes, mounting points, and connectors that differ from standard ATX power supplies. So it's crucial to find a replacement that's specifically compatible with your Dell model, especially if it's a gaming machine. Otherwise, you might end up with a power supply that simply won't fit or connect properly. Start by locating your Dell's exact model number. This is usually found on a sticker somewhere on the case, often on the back, side, or even underneath the desktop. Write this number down as you'll need it for your search. Next, open up the case and carefully inspect the label on your old power supply. Look for the part number, which is typically printed on a sticker or metal plate. This number is your key to finding an exact match or a certified compatible replacement. Enter this part number into a search engine or your favorite online retailer. Look for listings that mention compatibility with your Dell model or that match the part number exactly. This step helps you avoid buying a PSU that won't work with your system. When comparing options, always check the wattage. Your new PSU should match or exceed the wattage of your old one, never go lower, as this could cause instability or prevent your PC from powering up properly. Choosing a higher wattage power supply is perfectly fine, and can even help future-proof your system if you plan to upgrade components later. Just make sure it still fits your case and connectors. Double-check the physical size, mounting holes, and connector types. Compare photos online to your old unit, and pay close attention to the number and shape of each connector. Some Dell systems use unique plugs that standard PSUs don't have. Make sure the new PSU has all the right plugs for your motherboard, CPU, drives, and any other components. Missing even one connector can prevent your PC from working. Take a few minutes to read reviews from people who have the same Dell model as you. Their experiences can alert you to any quirks or issues with certain replacement PSUs, and give you extra confidence in your choice. Many sellers include a list of compatible Dell models in their product descriptions or on the box. Use this information to double-check your selection before you buy. Don't guess or take shortcuts. Choosing the wrong power supply can lead to frustration, wasted money, and even hardware damage. Take your time to get the right fit and avoid unnecessary headaches. Once you've found a power supply that matches your needs and is confirmed compatible, go ahead and place your order. Having the right PSU on hand will make the replacement process much smoother. Now let's get your workspace ready for a smooth installation. Gather your tools, clear your desk, and prepare for the next steps. Your new PSU has arrived, time to prep for installation. Choose a large, flat, well-lit workspace. Lay down a towel or anti-static mat. Shut down Windows properly, then unplug the PC and flip the PSU switch to off. Disconnect all cables and devices from your PC. Snap a quick photo of the cable setup for easy reassembly later. Ground yourself by touching unpainted metal, or better yet, use an anti-static wrist strap. Static can fry components. Don't skip this step. Keep your tools and screws organized. With everything unplugged and grounded, you're ready to open the case. Careful prep makes the whole process safer and easier. Let's get inside your Dell and get to work. Ready to open it up? Lay your PC on its side with the side panel facing up. Most Dell towers use a few screws or a latch to secure the panel. Remove them and set aside. Slide the panel back and lift it off. Now you're looking at your PC's internals: motherboard, CPU cooler, RAM, drives, and the PSU. The PSU is usually in a rear corner with a bundle of cables running from it. Take a photo of the cable layout for reference. Identify the 24-pin motherboard connector, CPU power cable, and any cables to drives or graphics cards. If any drives or cages block access to the PSU, note how they're mounted for removal. Stay organized. Keep screws in a cup or bowl. Don't force anything. If a panel sticks, check for hidden screws. With the case open, you're ready to disconnect the old PSU. Let's move on to unplugging those cables. Stay patient and methodical. Here we go. Time to remove the old PSU connection from the components. There could be devices like hard drives, CD-ROMs drives, and other accessories or cages blocking access to your power supply. Look real careful the position of the devices and cables and then place on the side to continue, remove, or slide them forward after unplugging them. First, start to unplug the CPU power connector, usually a 4 or 8-pin plug near the processor. Then, next the 24-pin motherboard connector. Carefully press the clip and gently wiggle the connector free. Be patient, it will come out. Now look at the position of the pin 1 and the orientation to make it easy when it's time to plug it back in. Disconnect any graphics card power cables and all SATA and power cables from drives. Trace every cable from the PSU and make sure each one is unplugged. Don't yank on wires, always pull from the connector. Keep track of which cables go where for reassembly. Once all cables are free, the PSU is ready to come out. Double check, no cables should remain connected to the PSU. You're almost ready to remove it from the case. Let's get that old unit out. With all cables unplugged, turn the case so you can access the back. Remove the 4 screws holding the PSU to the case. Support the PSU with your hand as you remove the last screw. Carefully slide the PSU out, guiding the cables through the case. In tight cases, you may need to angle it out gently. Don't force it. Now let's remove the old piece. After removing the 4 screws that hold the power supply, we will proceed to find the latch that holds the supply with a screwdriver, or if you have longer finger that will help too, push down the lock firmly and carefully slide out the defective unit and here we go. Voila! The old PSU is out fast and easy. And now we are ready for the next final step where we will be installing the just delivered Dell power supply and give our computer a new life. But before that, we have removed the defective component. It will be a great time to clean out dust with a good air blower, especially around fans and heat sinks. A clean case helps your PC run cooler and last longer. The old PSU out and the case clean, you're ready for the new one. The time have come. Let's install your shiny new power supply. Grab your new PSU and orient it like the old one. I'm sure this one does not smell burned. Fan facing the right way, power socket at the back. Slide it into the empty bay, guiding cables as you go. Line up the screw holes and loosely start all 4 screws before tightening them snugly. Don't over-tighten, just make them firm and secure enough to keep it in place. Now let's reconnect the devices previously removed. First, the hard drive hostler with a brand new SSD drive. Make sure you line up the guides and the chassis with the hard drive bracket. Now reconnect the cables. Start with the power connectors followed by the data flat cable. This is part where you need to be patient and precise to make the connection and continue with the next device. Now we continue with the SATA cable here. Come on, bear with me. Oh, almost, there you go. Done! The next step is to push down and lock the hard drive cage. Now it's time to flip the CD-ROM drive over back to its original position, and then connect the little power connector after the drive snapped back to its place. Following with the 24-pin motherboard and CPU power connectors. Route cables neatly to avoid blocking airflow. Plug in power for your graphics card and drives. Use your reference photos to double-check connections. Make sure every component that needs power is plugged in. Tidy up cables for better airflow and easier future maintenance. Double-check all connections before closing up. The hard part's done. Let's test your work. Ready for the big moment? Before closing the case, let's test the new PSU. Stand the PC upright and plug in the power cord, monitor, keyboard, and mouse. Flip the PSU switch to on and press the power button. Fans spinning, lights on, Dell logo on screen, success. Boot into Windows and check for stability. Open a few programs, listen for odd noises. If all's well, shut down the PC, unplug it, and reattach the side panel. Secure the screws, move the PC back to its usual spot, and reconnect all peripherals. Power up one more time, your Dell is back in action. You've just diagnosed and replaced a dead PSU yourself. Enjoy your revived PC and the money you saved. If you hit any snags, review the steps or seek help online. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more tech tips. See you next time.